written down a list of your most asked questions about the ducks. While I get ready this morning, I'm going to answer a few of your questions. These are the Anua 77% clear leaf pads, and I get them from Hikoko. If you don't like touching your skincare, they do come with tweezers. The tweezers just live in the top of that flip top lid. Tatiana asks, do they spend most of the day with you and then leave later for the night? Yes, they do. Maisie will turn up around just whatever time suits her, really. Usually it's around 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, and then she'll wander off at night around 7:30. So we get a full 12-hour day with them, which is really cute. Now I'm using the Sukin Original Hydrating Mist Toner. When the ducklings were really little, Maisie would bring them super early in the morning and leave super late at night, just for safety. Now that her ducklings are a lot older, they just come and go as they please. Sometimes she doesn't turn up at all. We'll see her every 2 or 3 days, and then sometimes she'll come at like 5 o'clock in the evening and they just come for dinner and a chill out and a quick swim, and then they wander off again. This is the Natio Daily Defense SPF 50 moisturizer. I'm not sure how content creators do this every day. I'm like really overwhelmed with getting the questions out as well as showing you what I'm using. This person asks, how did Maisie come to you? About 3 years ago, I looked out the front window and I saw this duck couple. I went outside and had a look at them, and they were kind of just sitting on the front lawn. I knew that I couldn't feed them bread, so I ended up having a look on Google, like nuts and seeds out of the cupboard, and ground them up a little bit. They came back the next day and I thought, oh, that's pretty cute. They know that they can get food here, so they're just gonna keep coming back. I put down a little water bowl for them and I put out one of those plastic containers, but it kept blowing away in the wind, so I put a peach can on top of it to try and keep the bowl there so that all their food wouldn't blow around, because we live in Wellington, windy Wellington. And then a couple of months later they just flew off and I never saw them again. Then the following year, 2 ducks showed up at my door around the same time as the last year. I looked at the photos that I had from last year and they looked like they were the same ducks, and they were pretty friendly to me and walked right up to our front door, and I thought, wow, that's so cool, they've come back again. So last year only one of her ducklings made it to be an adult duckling. And when she turned up again this year, I noticed that she was getting a bit fatter. I thought, oh my gosh, what if she has more ducklings this year? And then she brought 13 to our house the day they were born. Very, very gorgeous. So this is the e.l.f. Cameo Concealer, but I wouldn't recommend e.l.f. anymore just because they used Matte Rife in an advert. e.l.f. have always had great vegan and cruelty-free cosmetics, but they decided to put a raging misogynist in a makeup ad for women, so just doesn't make sense to me.